and a very warm welcome to all of you. I'm Neha Bharadwaj-Alter and this is Game On, where you get the latest from the world of sports, and we've got to begin with the thriller from last night. Yes, it was an epic showdown. Delhi Capitals, they pulled off a jaw-dropping one-wicket victory over Lucknow Super Giants, with Ashutosh Sharma delivering a performance for the ages. With the match on the edge of a knife, Sharma kept his cool under pressure, guiding DC to a heart-stopping win in the final moments. As the stadium roared with tension, it was Sharma's unshakable composure and brilliance that sealed the fate of the game, making it one of the most unforgettable finishes in IPL history. Every ball, every run, every shot had fans on the edge of their seats as the Capitals snatched that victory from the jaws of defeat. This was a match that will go down in the history books, a moment that defines the very spirit of the IPL. Chasing 210 against Lucknow Super Giants, DC was staring at a loss when they lost half of their side for just 65 runs in the 7th over. But Ashutosh Sharma and Vipraj Nigam, they changed the game. Vipraj Nigam, he was playing his first game of the IPL. They both struck a partnership of 55 of 22 balls to keep DC in the game. Even after Vipraj got out, scoring 39 of 15 balls, Ashutosh, he kept his cool and pulled off a win with 3 balls to spare. Ashutosh paced his innings beautifully. His first 20 runs came off 20 balls, so he started slowly, put a price on his wicket, didn't go for rash shots. But his 46 runs then was scored off just 11 deliveries. DC needed 42 of 23 deliveries when they lost Vipraj, and even as they kept losing wickets at the other end, Ashutosh was unstoppable. He hit Bishnoi for a 6, 4 and a 6 to bring the equation down to 22 of 12. They had 2 wickets in hand. That's when Kuldeep Yadav was run out in an attempt to sneak a bye and get Ashutosh on strike. And Ashutosh obliged by hitting Prince Yadav for a 6 and a 4 from the last 2 balls of that over to take DC into the final over, needing just 6 runs. However, it was Mohit Sharma who was on strike for the first ball, and he could have been dismissed when he tried to flick Shahbaz. The ball missed the outside edge and it deflected off the pad, which made Pant miss a stumping. There were oohs and ahs in the stadium as Pant took a review, and the ball tracking suggested it had missed the stumps. Now Mohit, he hit the next ball for a single, and Ashutosh was back on strike. It was absolute mayhem. Then on the next ball, he hammered straight into the side screen, and DC had made a miraculous escape, one that they will remember for a long, long time. Now, what stood out about Ashutosh Sharma was how calm he was despite being under tremendous pressure. He had been Punjab Kings finisher last season. He'd played some absolute blinders, but some of those had not come in a winning cause. Last night, when he walked in, he took his time, but once he was set, he seemed so sure of his ability to hit big shots. It was incredible. At no point was he faced by wickets falling at the other end or the asking rate getting out of hand. Even when there were 9 wickets down and Mohit was on strike, he was confident that he would take them across the line. In the post-match presentation, after he won the Man of the Match award, he said, and I quote, "I was confident. It's part of the game. Whether it's an appeal or not a run, it wasn't part of my batting, so I was confident that if he's referring to Mohit, if he took a single, I'd be able to hit a 6. I was really confident about my ability. I really enjoyed my innings. My hard work paid off. I just followed the basics and believed in my ability. I wanted to go as deep as possible so that I could hit in the slog overs." Now, he added, last year with Punjab Kings, he said, "It was really good, but that's history for me. I've taken the positives from there and I worked on myself to improve whatever weaknesses I had. I missed out on finishing the game on a couple of occasions in the previous season. The whole year, I focused and I visualized about it. I had the belief that if I play till the last over, anything can happen." Ashutosh dedicated his award to Shikhar Dhawan, who had been Ashutosh's mentor in Punjab Kings last year. Shikhar seems to have had a huge influence on Ashutosh's growth as a player, and Ashutosh dedicated the award to Shikhar Paji. Take a look at in that picture the celebration as well. That pose after he got his team across the line. What a wonderful story already, and we're in day 4 of the IPL. Now, Indian cricket legend Sunil Gavaskar, he heaped praise on Ashutosh after the game. He said, and I quote, "This innings will be remembered for a long, long time. Not just because of the quality of stroke play, but because of the high pressure situation. We saw him do that last year as well. He played some terrific innings and his confidence has only grown since. Once you've done it before, you enter the next season with even greater self-belief." He also played another season of domestic cricket where he's been smashing the ball around, scoring plenty of runs. So he came in with full confidence from the very first ball. He was striking it cleanly from the middle of the bat, sending it deep. These weren't just occasional sixes clearing the boundary. They were landing in the stands again and again. What an absolutely brilliant innings by Ashutosh Sharma. From one youngster to another, a long injury layoff behind him, young all-rounder Musheer Khan. He's determined to put into action all that he's learned from Punjab Kings captain Shreyas Iyer and their head coach Ricky Ponting in the IPL training camp so far. The 20-year-old Mumbai all-rounder, he's all set to return to top-flight cricket following a car accident last September in which he had suffered a fracture to his neck region, which meant he was ruled out of any form of cricket for more than 3 months and he had to miss the entire domestic season. Having recovered completely, Musheer is determined to make an impact in this maiden IPL season and he wants to implement all that he has observed about Shreyas Iyer in the domestic circuit from close quarters. A right-handed batter, left-arm spinner, Musheer said he has worked hard on improving his white ball skills after doing well in Ranji Trophy for Mumbai, helping them win the 2023-24 title. He's also excited about playing IPL under the guidance of Shreyas Iyer, who's been his captain in the Mumbai Ranji team. Listen in.
ऐसी बात है कि T20 क्रिकेट मैंने क्लब क्रिकेट बहुत खेला हुआ है और जैसे अभी डी वाई पाटिल भी हुआ वो भी मैंने खेल के आया। तो ऐसा नहीं कि ये है कि बट है बहुत सारी चीज़ें लाल बॉल में अलग होता है, रेड बॉल व्हाइट बॉल में अलग होता है। तो ये कि वो सब चीज़ की तैयारी किया हूँ मैंने और इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए देखूँगा जब भी मुझे मौका मिलेगा और अपना बेस्ट देने की कोशिश करूँगा बैटिंग, बॉलिंग, फील्डिंग तीनों डिपार्टमेंट में। नर्वसनेस तो सब चीज़ों में होती है, कोई भी चीज़ करने जाओ तो थोड़ा तो आदमी को नर्वसनेस रहता है। तो वही है कि जितना हो सके जल्दी मैं बाहर आ सकता हूँ उस चीज़ के लिए मैं ट्राई करूँगा। और वैसे कभी ऐसा प्रेशर गेम में मुझे नर्वसनेस आया नहीं है, बट ये है कि एन्जॉय करने के लिए देखता हूँ मैं कि जितना हो सके वहाँ जाके वो जो मोमेंट है वो एन्जॉय करने में मुझे बहुत मज़ा आता है। क्योंकि मेरे को बहुत सारे प्रेशर गेम मिले भी हैं और मुझे पता है कि आईपीएल का प्रेशर अलग होता है, वो मैंने अभी तक देखा नहीं है ऑन द फील्ड जाके। बट मैंने जैसे भाई को खेलते हुए देखा है और वो प्रेशर को मैं अपने अंदर नहीं ले पाया बट मैं अपनी आंखों से फील कर सकता था कि भाई हाँ प्रेशर है। और जो रणजी ट्रॉफी में भी होता था क्योंकि मुंबई बड़ी टीम में खेलने के लिए उसके अंदर भी एक अलग प्रेशर होता है। तो बस ये था कि उस चीज़ से मैं बाहर निकलने की कोशिश करता था ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा और एंजॉय करने के लिए देखता था। सर देखिए जो मैं तो ये कोशिश करता हूँ जो मेरे हाथ में कंट्रोल है मैं उस चीज़ को करूँ। बाकी यहाँ पर जैसे जो हिसाब से माहौल है, जो हिसाब से टीम का मतलब माहौल बना के रखा हुआ है सब लोग, तो अच्छा वाइब्स आ रहा है, साथ में अच्छा प्रैक्टिस सेशन हो रहा है, मैचेस भी जो खेले उसमें भी सबने अच्छा किया परफॉर्मेंस। तो ये है कि होप यही करेंगे, उम्मीद तो यही है सबसे कि सब क्लिक हो और ये जो इंतज़ार है फाइनल जीतने का ये हम पूरा करें।
Of course, Musheer comes from a family of cricketers. His brother, Sarfaraz Khan, we know what he has been doing in the domestic circuit as well as what he's done in the IPL. But now Musheer is going to be playing his first IPL and he's coming off a terrible car accident. He was going from Azamgarh to Lucknow where his father was along with him and they met with a car accident. He was bedridden, his neck got injured. He's gone back to NCA, the Center of Excellence in Bengaluru, where he worked on his fitness. And of course, he's been training with Naushad to get back to playing. So hopefully, this is going to be a good season for him. And he can show his talent here in the IPL under Shreyas Iyer. Now, we move on. and talk about Kolkata Knight Riders. Outmuscled in their previous matches, defending champions Kolkata Knight Riders and Rajasthan Royals. They will eye a quick course correction when they face each other in Guwahati tomorrow. The Knight Riders, they were beaten by 7 wickets by Royal Challengers Bengaluru in the tournament opener, while the Royals were given a 44-run drubbing by Sunrisers Hyderabad. The common theme in those defeats was how the seemingly powerful batting and bowling units of KKR and RR failed to fire. Apart from Sunil Narayan, none of the KKR bowlers were able to contain free-flowing RCB batters, and in that, the demystification of their mystery spinner Varun Chakravarti. That might just worry them a bit. Even on an Eden Gardens pitch that had some grip, Chakravarti was tonked all over the park by Phil Salt and Virat Kohli. The KKR camp now hope that the spinner will find his stride on a Guwahati pitch that generally has some bite. They will also keep an eye on the fitness of Anrich Nokia, who is recovering from a back strain. If the South African gets a green signal from the physios, then he will walk in for Spencer Johnson. Similarly, KKR's middle order batting, that it crumbled spectacularly after skipper Ajinkya Rahane and Sunil Narayan gave them a blistering start, eventually settling for a subpar score. Their batting pivots such as Venkatesh Iyer and Andre Russell got out, playing predetermined cross-batted shots, and KKR will hope that they will show more game awareness in Guwahati. The Knight Riders will also hope that Rinku Singh, he regains his hitting prowess down the order. Now, talking about Rajasthan Royals, they will expect a big performance from their bowlers on Wednesday after they conceded 286 for 6 in 20 overs against Sunrisers Hyderabad. They will have to get out of that zone of how they got hit all over the park by Ishan Kishan. It'll be interesting to see that if after getting smacked for 76 runs in 4 overs against Sunrisers Hyderabad, Jofra Archer, he manages to retain his place in the playing 11. That is by far the most expensive spell in the IPL. Now, Rajasthan Royals have locked horns with Kolkata Knight Riders 29 times in the IPL. Both sides have won 14 matches each, and 1 match was without a result. All right, let's move on to football. And can Brazil prove their critics wrong by ending their winless run against old foes Argentina? Well, their coach Dorival Jr. certainly thinks so. The two sides face each other in the World Cup qualifying clash in Buenos Aires on Tuesday. Brazil have not beaten the reigning world champions in 6 years, a run that extends to 16 years for matches hosted in Argentina. However, after a late 2-1 victory over Colombia on Thursday, in which Brazil returned to winning ways after successive draws, Dorival believed Tuesday's showdown could be the ideal situation to prove his side are still a force to be reckoned with. The last time Brazil won in Argentina was in 2009, a 3-1 victory in Santa Fe. Since their 2-0 win in the Copa America semi-final in 2019, Brazil have lost 3 of their last 4 games against their bitter rivals, all 1-0. Now, Dorival has so far failed to earn the trust of Brazil's demanding fans after winning 7 of their 15 games in charge since taking over in early 2024. After the team spent a year under 2 caretaker coaches as the Brazilian FA tried and failed to lure Italian Carlo Ancelotti from Real Madrid. The win against Colombia, it lifted Brazil to 3rd in South American qualifying with 21 points, 1 behind second-placed Ecuador and 7 from leaders Argentina. The top 6 qualified directly for the 2026 World Cup in the United States, Mexico and Canada. Meanwhile, Argentina's coach Lionel Scaloni, he said on Monday that he would make minor changes to his team's lineup for the World Cup qualifier match against Brazil. Changes included adding midfielder Rodrigo de Paul. Scaloni, he told journalists during a press conference that the team was ready to react if Brazil dominated the match. Argentina, currently leading CONMEBOL standings with 28 points, will face Brazil, placed 3rd with 21 points. Tiger Woods, the greatest golfer of his generation, has confirmed that he is, in fact, in a relationship with Vanessa Trump, the ex-wife of Donald Trump Jr. In a post on X that announced their relationship, Woods also included a photo of the pair and one showing them standing side by side and another with them lying together. Now, Woods wrote on his X handle, "Love is in the air and life is better with you by my side." We look forward to our journey through life together. At this time, we would appreciate privacy of all those close to our hearts. Vanessa is 47. She was married to U.S. President Donald Trump's eldest child from 2005 to 2018. They had 5 children together. Woods was previously married to Swede Ellen Nordegren, but they divorced in 2010, less than a year after the golfer became embroiled in an infidelity scandal that rocked the sports world. The 15-time major champion has been involved in other high-profile relationships, since including American skiing great Lindsey Vonn and Erica Herman, the latter which ended in a since-dropped lawsuit that claimed Woods unfairly evicted her from the home she once shared with the golfer. Woods has won 15 major championships. I mean, he's known for being guarded about his personal life after exposure of his marital infidelities and sex scandals that damaged his public standing in the 2000s and affected his playing career. He admitted himself into a sex addiction rehab clinic. He went through an acrimonious split with his first wife, Ellen Nordegren, months later after 6 years of marriage. The couple have 2 children together. Now, U.S. media outlets report that Tiger Woods' children, they attend the same school as Vanessa Trump's. A new 60,000-seat stadium and a national aquatic centre will be built in an inner-city Brisbane park for the 2032 Olympics. This is what the Queensland State Premier David Crisafulli announced today as he unveiled the third venue plan for the Games. Crisafulli said another 20,000-seat boutique stadium would be constructed at Brisbane Showgrounds, while some events have been moved out of the city to regional Queensland. The Queensland Tennis Centre will also be upgraded with the addition of a new 3,000-seat show court, while the Gabba ground will host cricket at the Games before being torn down. The issue of venues has been a matter of such political conflict since the Games were awarded to Brisbane in 2021. Crisafulli is likely to come under fire for the stadium plan as he went on the record opposing the construction of a new arena in the city in the run-up to the state elections that brought him to power last November. Another major reverse on venues look unlikely. However, as Australian Olympic Committee Chief Executive Matt Carroll has already warned that the plan needs to be in place by the end of June, Crisafulli said organisers could now get started on constructing and refurbishing the various arenas.
Finally, Queensland has a plan. The time has come to just get on with it. And get on with it we will. We can get on with it because the plan is built upon hard work. The consequence is no sporting legacy is delivered. And that means nothing for our swimmers for tomorrow. No return for our investment for one of the iconic sports of our state. Instead, we are excited to announce we will build a new national aquatic centre with a Games capacity of 25,000 people. The centre will see a number of Olympic and Paralympic sports move their headquarters up to Brisbane permanently. A real world-class legacy which will serve these sports for decades to come. I can also announce Melbourne will not be taking the tennis from Brisbane. A major upgrade of the Queensland Tennis Centre will include a new 3,000-seat show court arena and 12 new match courts, which, in addition to the Pat Rafter Arena, will bring even more tournaments to Brisbane.
And with that, it's a wrap on Game On. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.